In this video, I'll be sharing with you some of my major achievements and challenges that I've faced as a YouTuber since I started to put out content on YouTube. I put out my first major video sometime in January of this year, and over the past few months, it's been a whole lot of learning experiences, and I just feel like I should recount and reminisce on some of them, and we can all decide together if it's worth it coming on this journey. Honestly, I personally feel that the advantages and benefits I've derived from coming out here to come up with ideas, to put out content, to edit, to put this content in the state that's easily understandable and much more easier to relate with, has taught me so many things, some of which I'll be sharing with you. And I'll also share with you some challenges. Probably this might just encourage one or two people that are still stalling on the idea to start a YouTube channel in the year 2024. Welcome back, guys. My name is Veronica. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I talk about self-development, finance, and my lifestyle in general. I remember my first video as a YouTuber. I will be linking the video up somewhere, or I'll just put the thumbnail on the screen so that you can see it. And before I posted that video, I dropped a question tag on my Instagram page where I asked people what they wanted me to film as a starting YouTuber. I wanted to kind of gather data and ask people what they really wanted based on everything that they knew about me, especially my personality. I asked them what they really wanted me to talk about, or the first set of things they wanted me to start my channel with. And the major answers I got to that question tag was for me to create content surrounding my PTDF scholarship story. So I got awarded with the PTDF scholarship last year. I announced it on my LinkedIn page and also my Instagram page. So there were a couple of people that already knew, and that was majorly what they were interested in. And then I decided to start with PTDF scholarship story. And if you go back to my previous videos, you see that I started with that. And over time, I began to introduce other content, such as the content from my book and the content from my international student journey. This experience has actually taught me a lot. And the very first one is that people do not really care about you, especially when you're creating content. All they care about is what they want to know or get from you, the value you want to give to them, and how much you're willing to reveal to them so that they can use that to actually better their life or get that opportunity that you already have. And at first, I found it quite weird because it seemed like I was the one starting my channel, but I didn't really have the autonomy of power to do what I wanted because I am not actually creating content for myself. So over the months that I have been creating content, I've just found a way to see that apart from what I really want to create, I also blend in what people want and what will create value to people, inform people, educate people. And that has actually made the journey really easier. Another major thing I have learned in the course of this journey is that consistency is very key. To be honest, I've struggled a lot with consistency, and that's not because I really do not want to put out content. It's just because it requires a whole lot of work, a whole lot of thinking, a whole lot of putting together of ideas to ensure that you bring out the best while recording, while editing, while putting together your content. Sometimes it gets really difficult, and along the way when I saw that I wasn't really consistent, and because I wanted my channel to grow, but consistency, of course, which is one ingredient that can allow me to achieve that, was something I needed to work on. So I had to join an accountability group where we're all able to encourage each other or ourselves to achieve the level of consistency that we wanted to achieve. I learned in this journey that it's better to put out a quality content than to focus on the number of content that I'll be putting out just because I want to meet the number of times I have set to put out content in every week. That is why I feel like the merits of starting a YouTube channel actually outweighs the challenges, right? Because the journey would actually teach you as a YouTuber to learn so many things: self-discipline, consistency, stretching your creativity, adaptability, accountability, and all of that. And I think the final thing that I have been able to learn in the course of this journey, among others that I will not be mentioning, is that patience is very key. Patience is key. This journey has really tested my patience in numerous ways I have never imagined. The times where I've set up all of my gears, I sat down, I have talked for minutes, only to realize that there's nothing on the sound. Like, you cannot even hear anything. There is nothing at all for sound. I have to do it all over again. A whole lot of things in terms of patience while setting up the gears, while trying to edit, while trying to meet up with the posting time. It requires patience. And this has really built this character in me even outside YouTube. I feel that it's really a good one. Having said all of this, I'm going to just go straight into some of the challenges and how YouTube has changed my life generally. This is only to encourage those people that might be thinking of venturing into this journey, and I believe that it's going to help you decide whether to take the leap or to just stay and not just venture into it at all. Apart from the initial challenge that has made me to develop more patience in this journey, another major challenge I've actually faced is the creativity burnout. So there are times where I just run out of ideas and I feel like there is nothing else to create. There are times where I just want to take a break. I don't just want to sit in front of the camera. I just don't want to face anything. I don't want to do anything that relates to creating content. I've had to just walk myself out of that mood because I realized that there are people on the other side of the camera that actually listens, and that just brings back my motivation. So another major challenge is the change in algorithm. Sometimes my video is seen and sometimes it's not seen. Of course, it happens to all YouTubers or most YouTubers. Most times when you've put in a lot of work into a particular video and it really doesn't get the right number of views or the engagement that you thought it would get, it's just challenging. It's just kind of discouraging, and it has just taught me to be more patient and to be more kind to myself. It doesn't mean that that content or that piece of content is not good or does not deserve to be seen, but it just teaches me that I have to make more research. I have to know the kind of ideas I want to do. So it's more like just researching and trying to learn. And I feel that that's on a good side, right? Aside from this particular challenge of numbers not growing, not getting the required numbers of subscribers, required numbers of engagement, likes, shares, comments, which is kind of a challenge. Now I've just trained myself not to focus on the numbers, but to focus on value and how I can just improve my content in general. And that has given me so much peace in the course of the last few weeks and months. I think another major challenge would be time management as well. Managing my time, because apart from YouTube, there are a whole lot of other things that are on my plate. And sometimes it gets just so overwhelming because, like I said, YouTube is a lot of work. You have to be ready to put in the work. You have to be ready to keep coming up with ideas. You have to be ready to keep training yourself, keep developing yourself, to know what to do, to know the value to put out, to know the kind of audience you're building. It's a lot of work. Apart from developing ideas, you now have to put your words together to be able to express yourself in a way that you really want to pass your message in the right way. And then you have to sit down, set up your gears, and shoot. And then you have to edit. You have to ensure that the video, the raw video that you've gotten, it's now transformed to a more interesting and relatable format. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, and you have to find a way to manage this. If not, you're just going to be burnt out and you're just going to be overwhelmed, which is something I have really struggled with. And I am still trying to understand how I can get to manage my time in such a way that YouTube does not suffer and every other aspect of my life does not suffer. So that's why it's falling in the challenge category, right? But however, let's move to the benefits, the way it has really helped me, the way it has really changed my life. One major thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I am able to be on my toes and just keep trying to develop myself, because I want to learn new things. I want to know what is changing. I want to know how to express myself. I want to know how to develop my channel. So it's a form of learning for me. It's a learning curve. It's a platform that I've built for myself to be able to communicate to a whole lot of people, right? Can you see the irony? Like, the number of people that send me emails, especially when I created my PTDF videos, I got a couple of emails that people were absolutely grateful that I made the video. I was able to meet people that ordinarily I wouldn't have met them, probably on the street or just somewhere, by introducing myself randomly. I have been able to meet with a whole lot of people, and that's actually a great one. I've been able to network, I've been able to relate with people on a personal level because of the content and value and information that I am putting out here. Another major way that YouTube has actually changed my life is it has helped me to be more expressive, to be able to put together my thoughts into words and sentences that will be understood by people. Because I come to the front of the camera almost every single week. I have at least 2 to 4 videos every month, and I sit down to record this video. I write down my ideas and put them out for people to be able to relate with. That's a major win for me. I mean, that's even the biggest win for me in this YouTube journey. Like, it has taught me to be able to express myself. This has really boosted my confidence and self-esteem and just shown me that I really have a voice and my voice matters. And that's the biggest one for me. Another major thing that I've been able to build on in the course of this journey is my personal growth. I've been able to develop personally and honorably. I do not think there's anywhere else where I could have done this for free the way I am doing this right here on YouTube. And it's another major big win for me. Then the topic of impact comes up, where I know that I am able to motivate people, inspire people, encourage people to just speak of themselves from wherever they find themselves, the place of struggle, the place of not being able to achieve their goals. And because sometimes they see my video, they are just encouraged. I get some feedback sometimes of people that say, oh, this was how I was feeling before, but now I've seen your video and I'm feeling this now, just help me to do this. It just shows that I'm trying to make impact in the little way that I can make. And honestly, all of this have been a source of a booster to continue with this journey, because it's a way that I have been able to improve on my personal growth, improve on myself, develop myself, and build my confidence. And it's a major win for me. And I would say that even if it looks like the growth is very slow, the numbers, especially my engagement level, which I would have focused on if it were to be a previous phase of my life, rather than see the other major wins that I've been able to achieve during the course of this journey. Honestly, I am very grateful because I am learning every day to put things together to also achieve the level of engagement that I want on my channel. The challenges can be really daunting, I won't even lie to you, but the results are enriching, they are encouraging, and they are in the long run actually very beneficial, which I think that people that are thinking of coming on this journey as well can consider and decide to eventually take the step to join the train. And yeah, I hope this really encourages you if you've been wanting to join this platform, or if you've been wanting to just create content or do things that you think are actually difficult because you're only looking at the challenges. Take your time to also weigh the other side of it and see how beneficial it will be to you. And I want to believe that that will be able to help you make informed decision on what to do from there. I've decided that these are the things I'm going to focus on, the things I can control. Creation, putting out good content, valuable content, and not focus on the algorithm, the numbers, the subscribers, the engagement, because I believe that all of this will come naturally when I decide to focus on the controllable aspect of my content creation journey. So this is what I also want to encourage you to do as well. Take the leap of faith and start. Aside from those that are going to be coming in newly, I also want to encourage those people that are giving up already or have even given up because the burnout, the less engagement, the less growth has actually discouraged you from moving ahead. Focus on the things that are controllable. Work on the things that you think that you were lacking before, and just up your game and ensure that you are putting in the required work to ensure that people see you. And let's do it again in the last month of the year and even in the new year to come. Thank you so much for watching this video. This brings me to the end. I hope this encourages someone out there to not get discouraged on whatever journey it is that you're on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and engage with me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.